What up, Keith Murphy?
What up, player?
What's going on, man?
We back.
Man, we back, man. This the season, man. This the season, man.
This is the season.
Hey, man, you got all your Hey, you got all your Christmas shopping done yet, Keith?
No, I get started tomorrow.
You getting started tomorrow? Yeah. Come on, man. We got to be better, man. We got to be better. You don't start tomorrow. You at least start today, the day before Christmas Eve, not on Christmas Eve, right?
You
know
right.
what I'm saying? Because look, man, you ain't try. You don't want to be like you remember the old movie? Remember Arnold Schwarzenegger when he was looking for Turbo Man?
Yeah.
Look, man, you don't want to be looking for Turbo Man.
That was crazy.
Y'all, man, that's a classic, man. But
Yeah, man. Up.
Huh?
Hey, already at your neck.
Reach it. Wow. I appreciate it, Cowboys fans. Go ahead. You know what I mean? Hey, man, shout out to KY, man. Mob boss in the building, man. You know what I'm saying? Hey, matter of fact, it looks like I see the mob pulling up now, Keith. You see the mob pulling up, bro?
I see the mob pulling up.
I think it's time to load them. Let it go. Oh, Keith, by the way, you know what else?
What up?
You know where we at?
We on the
be with keeping burning. Yeah. Hey, we got to get the timing right on that, Keith. We always miss the timing. Is it like the internet thing? Is it like the kind of? I mean, this is not Zoom, but you know what I mean. Man, shout out to StreamYard, man. Powered by StreamYard. But man, you know, is it the delay? What's going on?
I don't know, man. I just be messing it up every week. Now it's kind of like my foot.
Hey, look, we got a lot of great things to talk about today, but I mean, the first things first, man. Look, hey, we're almost at 800. Mob, y'all see that, man? Almost at 800, man. Last time, what was the last time you looked at it, Keith? It was like
783, I think.
780 right now?
Yeah.
780? Okay. 34,000 subscribers. You know, we slowed down a little bit, but we're going to pick it back up, okay? But, man, from where we started to where we are, man, we are highly grateful for the mob, man.
4 times as many subscribers, man.
No doubt. Woo, refs in Detroit missed the timing. Oh, yeah. We're going to get into that. Woo, man.
That was crazy.
That was crazy, man. Crazy finish, man. We're going to talk about that. We got a lot of hot topics for them today, Keith. Man, what we got? We got some college football playoff action. Right,
sure.
We got to talk about the U with the W over Texas A&M. Hey, Keith, I didn't look. Siri's trying to talk to me during the show. I didn't ask for you, Siri. I'm sorry. Excuse me. But look, hey, you know who didn't beat Texas A&M this year, Keith?
Who didn't beat Texas A&M this year?
Notre Dame.
Oh. Man, that situation is going crazy. Because aren't teams talking about freezing them out or not scheduling them?
I mean, look, they wanted to isolate themselves and be an independent program and all of that. You know what I mean? So, you know, I mean, because they're in the ACC for everything else pretty much except for football.
Right.
And you know, they were feeling themselves. They went to the national championship just last year. And, you know, I guess they like getting all that money to themselves and not having to share it with the conference. You know, but, I mean, man, Keith, what it really boils down to is this, man. You know, had they been in a conference, then this year they would have had the opportunity to compete for an ACC championship.
Right.
You know what I mean? You wouldn't have had two, rollovers. You know what I mean? You wouldn't have had a 5-loss Duke team in the
Right.
championship. You know what I mean?
That
So
allowed
it's just,
Tulane and James Madison to get
yeah,
in the
man,
back
and
door.
that's the whole thing too, man. I'm like, you got JMU in there and Tulane in there, man. I mean, shout outs to JMU. You know what I'm saying? I got a lot of people that I know that went to JMU, man. Good school, man. VA all day, but we all know they ain't had no business in the CFP.
Right.
You know what I mean? There were some teams worthy of those spots, but the U took care of business, man. I thought it was a defensive game. It was a defensive struggle throughout the entire game. A lot of defense being played. I was happy for Tony. You know what I'm saying? So, the young freshman phenom. He had a crucial fumble that seemed like it was gonna be a game changer, man. But then he ended up making up for it. With the score right there.
You know that kid should still be a freshman, right? I mean, a senior in high school.
Yeah, he's 17.
Yeah, he reclassed up.
Yep. So, I definitely like how Fletcher and them boys was over there like picking him up after that fumble. Like that was real, like, that was special, man. And to see him come back out there and get that kind of redemption, you never know what kind of effect that can have on a young player, man.
I agree.
Like that happen. Okay, Carrie commented the ACC let them join during COVID, and then the ACC let them join during COVID, and then they went right back to their independent status right after. Yeah, it's just
it's a money thing for them.
Absolutely, that's all it is. 100% about the money. Oh yeah, he said I can't hate on JMU. They scored more points than Michigan State. Yeah, they did. They did.
That's true.
But and in the playoff though. But it's all good. Hold up, we got somebody saying what up? What's going on? We got Undefeated Lifestyle, man. What's going on, man? Welcome back to all of you. Welcome back. But hey, had the U got the victory, man, and then man, that was a game with that Alabama and Oklahoma game was one to watch though. Highly entertaining.
Right.
Yep. Did you get a chance to catch that one all the way, Keith?
The Alabama Oklahoma game?
Yep.
Yeah, man. We were able to get up. Zeb came down here. We went to go watch that Friday night.
Oh, nice, man.
Crazy because Oklahoma jumped on them boys.
Yeah, man. I'm in my we're in the text groups and stuff, man, with the fellas, and boys is already in there when they were up 17-0, I think it was.
Yep.
The boys is already in there talking about, man, talking about the boy job getting, being gone already. You know what I'm saying? Be like, oh man, guess he already heading to Michigan.
Right.
Go ahead and get his agent's already on the phone, with the AD in Michigan. But man, they turned that thing all the way around. They flipped the script completely on Oklahoma, man. So, I mean, I had picked Oklahoma to win just simply because I just felt like Alabama had been playing well for weeks.
Offensively, they looked terrible.
Yeah, they hadn't been playing well for weeks. And then, they had that, that game against Georgia, man. It was just,
it I watched that game. Georgia dominated them.
Right. So it's just, it's like, you start side-eyeing the fact that they were even in the playoffs. You know what I mean? They're like, y'all just getting in the playoffs because you're Alabama. You know what I mean?
Right.
Because there's favoritism towards the SEC, and, particularly Bama. But, it was a good game, man. And it sets up we got, those matchups are set up great, for the next round. You know what I mean? So I'm looking forward to it, man. And as a Miami Hurricane faithful, man, I'm looking forward to that matchup against Ohio State, man. That's going to be a tough one. But, hey, I think Miami has the defense to make it interesting.
Right.
Yep. What are your thoughts, Mob? Oh, yep. Same thing.
Miami's defense is legit.
Absolutely. I think they showed.
I like what y'all coach said after the game.
Yep. Which part?
When he said never, ever under undervalue the what did he say? Pretty much don't undervalue competition, a head to head competition.
Right. Yeah,
Something
that
like
was a
that.
shot at well, that
Notre
was a
Dame.
shot at people talking about or Notre Dame mostly.
Right.
You know what I mean? But yeah, it should have never even been a factor, man. I mean, this just solidified it, like I said, because Notre Dame's 2 losses were to Miami and to Texas A&M.
Right.
You know what I mean? So, you want to argue about Miami getting ahead of moving up above Notre Dame, and then Miami beat Texas A&M. So Miami beat you and the team you lost to. So I mean that's water under the bridge anyway, man. I mean they are they still boycotting the bowl game, Notre Dame?
I think they are. I haven't heard any different.
Okay,
Unless they switched up.
Yeah, so I mean, you see, you doing stuff like that, man. I mean, you got seniors on the squad who probably wouldn't mind playing more football. Or then flip side is you got some who want to go in the draft and don't want to risk the injury, for quote unquote meaningless football. So hey,
I agree.
It is what it is. But all right, but moving on, man. They said they still decline.
Yep.
Yeah. So yeah, I guess they're still not going, man. So it is what it is, man. But Keith, man, let's get into some NFL action. We had a lot of NFL action, man, to cover, man. What do you want to cover first?
Let's go here.
You know what? Hey, how could I guess in my head that was probably where we were going first?
That's where we're going.
My mic, right?
Look, I don't trust Sam Darnold. And I don't know what to think about Chicago. I know they ran down Philly's throat. Pause. But I mean, and they won a shocker or a thriller up in Green Bay that we're going to get into later. But right now, man, we haven't punted in the month of December. They showing our kicker on the sideline just bouncing the ball.
Yo, that's insane. That's insane. It's December 23rd, man. And your punter still hadn't had any work.
No work.
That man collecting the easiest paycheck. I tell you, man, it's a job I wouldn't mind having is either a punter on a really good offense or just being a backup quarterback.
For sure. A backup quarterback, 10, 12 million.
Absolutely.
If you're a good one. Mac Jones, he's going to make money.
Who?
Mac Jones.
Yeah, man. Mac
I like what I'm seeing from the team. I mean, Purdy was dialing it up last night. Diced up that Indianapolis defense.
5 tutties
on the field. Huh?
5 tutties, huh?
5 tutties. Had a little pick at the end, but hey, you give me 5 touchdowns, I'll take that. McCaffrey with 120 rushing yards, 70 receiving yards, so approaching 200 yards total, 2 touchdowns. Kittle, unstoppable, 7 catches, $115, touchdown. These last 2 games, though, we're going to see kind of where we fit in because we get 2 playoff games. But now we don't have to leave. If we win these 2 games, we don't have to leave California.
Which is crazy. I think these next 2 weeks are really going to be when we really see what San Fran really is, what y'all really are. The way y'all show up against the Bears and the way y'all show up, in the second, at the end of the season with a lot on the line against Seattle.
Right.
So I think this is going to show a lot. But, I mean, to your point, man, I mean, and I'll say this, man. I told you this offline, and I told you I was going to say it on air. But if you guys lock in that number 1 seed, then I have to endorse something. I have to endorse something you've been saying most of the season, Keith. I have to endorse, your you saying that Kyle Shanahan should be Coach of the Year candidate. You know
Correct.
what I mean? He should definitely be in high consideration, because to have a team like that, to take a team like that with that many injuries to key players, especially on the defensive side, you know, to be able to still find your way through a tough division, that you share with the Rams and the Seahawks, a competitive NFC in general, and for y'all to end up in being the number one seed, schedule or not, man. I mean, that's a difficult feat, man, that can't be ignored.
I agree. I mean, of course I agree. What does the mob think? Who's your coach of the year? Where does Kyle fit in? Because we lost our leader of our defense, play caller, our quarterback, probably the quarterback of our team, in Fred Warner. We lost a top 5 pass rusher in the league in Nick Bosa. We lost our first round pick. So that's pretty much our 3 best defensive players are out for the season. And Robert Saleh is taking tape and putting it together. But with that the case, Purdy was out multiple games. Kittle was out multiple games. Pearsall's been out multiple games. I know everybody's hurt, but Kyle went 3-2 or 4-2 with Mac Jones. And then, Kyle is just winning games, How about this? If Kyle beats Ben Johnson this weekend, he got to be your coach of the year over Ben Johnson.
I was just going to say we can put that one to the test this week. So
DeMeco, he likes DeMeco Ryans.
DeMeco Ryan,
I ain't mad at it.
Yeah. No, DeMeco Ryans is a good candidate, man. I mean, Texas is nobody wants to play Texas. So
what's he mean? Never
what? But Kyle Shanahan has definitely shown time and time again, man, that he can build a system, man, and make it work and deal with the controversy, man. My criticism of Kyle has always been consistent and the same. He always seems to be just good enough to be the runner-up. I call him Coach Runner-Up. He said never
until you're not. I don't believe in that. If that's the case, Andy Reid would have quit coaching after Philly.
What? No, I didn't say that he would. Are you talking about? Are you addressing the comment or what I said?
Well, Coach Runner-Up. I mean, I said until he's not. I mean, what was Andy Reid before?
Yeah, I got you. Yeah. I mean, look, yeah. I'm not. He can break that barrier. You know what I mean? But
right.
I mean, Andy Reid was only a runner-up once. He was mostly just in the playoffs. With
he went to a lot of NFC championships.
The NFC championships, yeah. But he only went to one Super Bowl. Man. He didn't really start to take off until he went to over to Kansas City. And by your estimation, I remember you broke that stat. You brought that stat up to me before. And by your estimation, then he should be leaving San Francisco before he gets the championship.
Nah. I don't want him to go anywhere.
Man, y'all are so up and down about him, man. Sometimes y'all want him fired. Sometimes you don't. You don't know what you want.
I don't ever want him fired.
Well,
but there are 49er fans that want him fired, 1,000%.
Yeah. See, Buzzy said, I still cannot get past losing the playbook leading to the comeback at the Super Bowl.
Which one? He's lost 2 as a head coach, 1 as a coordinator.
Yeah. Yep. But yeah, so I mean, if y'all get the number 1 seed, then y'all have you have a first, because that means you'll have, even if you count the regular season, you'll have 5 consecutive home games. Because
correct.
Because you'll also be the Super Bowl. You'll be hosting the Super Bowl. and you'll be the number one seed. You'll be the first number one seed because the Rams weren't the number one seed when they hosted the Super Bowl. Well,
No.
I think they were the number 2 or 3. Somebody can spot check that, but y'all will be, I think, the first number 1 seed to host the Super Bowl on their own field. And yeah, Mob, y'all can check me on that one, man. Y'all can do some research, man. Make sure I'm correct on that. I'm not 100% sure, but I know I know the Rams were. Do the Rams really have a home game though? You know what I mean? I don't think it's going to be the same as it will be for San Francisco. You know,
not even close.
Yeah, so you know, it is what it is. He was talking about the Falcons, by the way, Keith.
Okay. I don't blame him for the Falcons. He wasn't a head coach. I'm one of the few people that feels like that. But
he's culpable though.
I don't know. Whenever Super Bowl loser, do you hear them blaming their coordinator?
Well, Dallas has been blaming their defensive coordinator all season for not making the playoffs. So, I mean, a coordinator can be responsible. I mean, Philly is blaming their offensive coordinator for their offense being, not being up to par this year.
Yeah, but I look at it like I gave you 21 points.
You're talking about the management of the game.
Correct.
Yeah.
First off, if I thought 21-3, I've given you enough points. Yeah, your defense did get 7, so you're up 28-3. I shouldn't have had to score another point.
Yeah. No, Dan Quinn is definitely should be held more to blame than Kyle. But it's just Kyle was up front and center, man. So he's gonna take some of that heat too.
Nope, they're all in St. Louis. You're right.
Yeah, got there. They reside in St. Louis.
That's a 49er home game.
What, in LA?
We call it Levi South.
It's a 49er home game. It's a Raiders home game. It's a Cowboys home game. It's probably a Steelers home game. It's just all of those teams that travel well, those fans that travel well, man. Philly will take over LA. Man, Philly about took over Dallas while I was there.
Well, let's hit this before we leave these 49ers alone.
Okay.
He had a game like that without the Avengers, right? We used to say he can only ball when he had all the Avengers.
Who you talking about?
That's what the word on the street is with Brock.
Oh, Brock Purdy. Gotcha.
Yeah. So what you think?
Man, you know how I feel about Brock Purdy, man. I mean, I don't throw shade. I think he's a talented quarterback. I think he is a great Kyle Shanahan quarterback. I think he had the benefit of coming in the league, and he was one of those guys who was moldable and very coachable. And Kyle Shanahan essentially just uses him as a surrogate or avatar, and he operates through him. Like I said, I mean, the only thing I critique him on or anything negative I say about him is that I don't think he would be the same quarterback he is with the 49ers had he been drafted by somebody else. You know what I'm saying? I think he is 100% a Kyle Shanahan product. Now, would he be good moving forward to another team? Maybe. You know what I mean? But it's kind of like what you said about Sam Darnold stopping by, San Francisco for a little bit. It's kind of like, that rubs off. You learn and then you move forward and you improve, But, I just think that Kyle is one of those guys. The greatest praise I can give Kyle Shanahan is when quarterbacks go to him, they're a lot better than they were before. But then you think about it, man, like we talked about the Falcons, Look, when he was a coordinator of the Falcons, Matt Ryan was what? MVP?
Mm-hmm.
He was on everybody's fantasy team, balling out. After Kyle Shanahan left, we ain't hear nothing else about Matt Ryan.
That was it. That was done.
Nothing. He got traded or walked in free agency. I can't even remember. I know he went to the Colts, right?
Yeah, he ended up at the Colts.
Yeah. Didn't do anything.
Mm-mm.
So, I give respect where it's due at the end of the day. But Yeah, I mean, yeah, I think Brock, you put him in the system, you know, I mean, it works for him. It's how he lives and breathes that system. If you had Mac, I told you this before, if you got Mac Jones, if you got Mac Jones in that system for 3 years, I think you'll get similar results. I can't say he's as athletic as Brock, but I think you would be just as satisfied with him as you are with Brock Purdy. What do you think about that?
I think that's fair. To your point, I like Brock's legs a lot better. He got out of some things last night that Matt can't get out of. And a couple of those touchdowns is him rolling out and creating stuff off script.
Right. No, absolutely. You know, that's not really Mac's game per se. You know, he's definitely more of a pocket guy, but yeah, no, I mean, I just look at everybody who stopped by there looked good while they were there. You know what I'm saying? Even Jimmy G.
I don't even think Jimmy G looked good though.
Well, he played into that system. Then he take y'all to a Super Bowl.
Yeah, but he threw for like 200 yards through the whole playoffs.
Hey man, it worked.
Kyle took the ball out of his hand. He just handed the ball off the whole postseason.
I had Debo in the backfield.
Yeah.
You know, but it is what it is, man. But yeah, no, I think this next 2 weeks are gonna really show us what the 49ers are really made of heading into the playoff. But all right, man. What else we got, Keith? What we going on to? Oh man. So we had an epic clash between the Bears and the Packers on Thursday Night Football.
That was Saturday.
Was that Saturday?
Yeah. Thursday night game was Seattle and Rams.
Okay, you know, was it on Prime?
It was Saturday. It was the night game because there was 2 games on Saturday.
Yeah. I think it was I'm trying to think why I thought it was on Thursday. I think it might have been Prime game. But yeah, no, we saw an epic battle, you know, that went down to the wire in overtime. You know, came down to a huge play, huge pass, man, from Caleb Williams to DJ Moore.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying, to end the game. What did you think? What was your biggest takeaway from that game, Keith?
Green Bay choked it away. I mean, I guess, you know, you got to catch the ball on an onside kick.
Yeah.
But absolutely. Hey, Chicago capitalized, man. It was huge.
Yo, my guy was Green Bay was staring at his hands after he was staring at his hands on the sideline, like my man did on the Little Giants movie. Like, man, come on, fellas. Don't let me.
I think Green Bay dominated.
For the most part, yeah.
I mean, I feel like they outplayed, kind of like with the Rams and Seahawks. I thought the Rams outplayed the Seahawks the whole game, but that's why there's 4 quarters. You got to finish the game.
Yep.
And so I just like how Ben Johnson calls plays. Like, he ran the ball on 3rd down, got a 1st down, then took a deep shot on 1st down. Game over. It was just, and Caleb, he's not consistent still, but you can see, hopefully in a couple of years, what he can be with Ben Johnson. You know what I mean? Because he got the arm, athleticism, like he's a dog. But it's like he has a hard time putting 4 quarters together right now.
Right. Yeah, the way he dials up, the way Ben Johnson dials up those run attacks. You know what I mean? He always knows how to do that 1-2 punch. I mean, he pretty much set the standard in Detroit. You know, not pretty much. He did set that standard in Detroit, and he brought that over to the Bears. And then the way he's able to use the run to set up the pass, you know, is always impressive. Yeah, I agree, man. The Bears should have lost that game. You know, that's a very low percentage outcome as far as like the onside kick and just the probability of them winning. You know, even
Right.
even in the way they won in overtime. You know, um, but it was just but no, it really showed how great these playoffs are about to be. I can tell you that much. And Green Bay really showed up and showed out on defense. For the most part, with in the absence of Michael Parsons.
Yes, they did. I mean, they're gonna miss him. But hey, everybody's coming into these playoffs down somebody major. I feel like maybe except the Rams and Seahawks, but Green Bay down Micah. I don't know about Roma Dunze, but I have him on fantasy, and he hasn't been playing the last 2-3 weeks. So
I don't know when he's gonna come back. And you said except the Rams, they got Devontae Adams out.
oh yeah, he got the hamstring.
Yep.
He does. He got the hamstring.
And so that's big. And I think I said it on the show last week. I think you brought it up. About them resting him for the rest of the season. I remember saying I think they should. The likelihood is snap count. And I don't know if they'll do this, but I mean maybe just using him in the red zone as opposed to having him running downfield.
I mean? Think they're gonna shut him down for the playoffs until the playoffs.
Did they announce that, or you just think they're probably gonna do it?
I just he ain't like no young man either. You know what I mean?
Right.
Them hamstrings. I think that had Kittle out for about 5 weeks now. He tore his, but we'll see.
It's a reoccurring injury, man. It's not something that just goes away. It's like it can feel okay, and then you go out there and it just comes right back.
That's right.
So yeah, it's just one of those things, man. It's just that and calf injuries, always a killer.
But the playoff picture is starting to take form. Yeah, I agree. Puka can hold it down.
You can definitely hold it down.
Puka's a dog. He killed the Rams the other night.
Oh, he
I'm talking about killed.
He be looking like he out there hurting.
He a dog though. You see the little controversy he was caught up in?
Oh yeah, man. Yeah, I don't hanging out with the neon guy or whatever.
Right.
The other one, and they were trying to. Yeah, I'm not particularly. I'm not here to talk about other streamers or other people on that on their platforms, man. But not a big fan of that guy's content. Just leave it at that.
It's a good way to put it.
Yeah, I don't know what type of person Puka is personally, man, but he should really take heed and be aware of the company he's keeping.
They said he tried to go take them guys to the facility.
Yeah, they turned him away. Yeah, but he apparently threw up a very offensive anti-Semitic gesture.
I didn't
by way
know
of
what that was.
Huh?
I don't. That's the internet world was saying it's anti-Semitic, but I don't know.
Well, I mean, look, I don't even go down that slope, but
Right.
but they apparently it seemed like if he didn't know, they definitely knew. What I'm saying?
Right. I agree with you on that.
So, man, just hey, man, athletes just need to be careful of the company they keep, man. And just keep your head on the swivel. Somebody always watching, But speaking of behaviors, we're gonna get into DK Metcalf a little later, but just got to be cognizant of that, man. Hold on to your bag.
That's right.
It ain't worth your bag. But yeah, it's gonna be interesting times, man, coming into these injuries, man. Hopefully they don't linger and rob us of some good football.
Right. I agree.
But what we want to talk about, I want to talk about something. What we want to talk about first, man? We want to talk about the Steelers beating down the Lions, or That one's for you, Einstein. Or you want to talk about freaking man, I can't get my words together, Keith. Or yeah, let's just go to that. Let's go to the Steelers. Let's go to the Steelers and the Lions.
Yes, Steelers and Lions.
I was looking at the reason I was stuttering, y'all, is because I'm looking at the list of our topics and I'm sitting here like, what do we want to talk about? And I'm thinking about it. I'm like, man, let's just go to that.
Let's go. Very interesting game. I didn't expect the Steelers. I don't know. I guess the thing. What was it? Were you wrong about the Steelers? I was more wrong about the Lions. I guess they've been inconsistent. And I thought they would be a top tier NFC team this year. Lost some games. I heard, and their defense can be had. So I guess the Steelers, Mike Tomlin again. Another winning season. 22 in a row.
Yeah, man. I got
to the organization.
I get up from Mike. Hey, man, they were just booing him a couple weeks ago. They were just chanting "Fire Mike" a couple weeks ago, man. Let's go, Mike. But
what are your thoughts on that? On the Steelers, man? How far can they go?
Well, before I go to that, I want to talk about that matchup right quick.
Okay.
So I'm gonna tell you this, man. So last week we were talking about the Steelers, and what they showed, I did not expect them to out tough the Lions. The Lions, right. what we perceived, to your point, man, it's like, we were wrong about both teams, I think. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like the Lions have always been viewed as just tough, Dan Campbell, bite the kneecaps,
right.
You know what I mean? Kind of grindy, physical on both sides of the ball type of team. And what I saw was the Steelers, the old guys is what I call their defense, go out there and punch them in the mouth multiple times. I know we want to talk about that controversy at the end of the game. The back-to-back offensive PI calls. Lions fans, y'all not going to want to hear this, but those were both PIs. The first one was a little more controversial because it was a design pick play.
It was.
And so, it looked like the defender pushed him into it. But it was also a mistiming on the receiver. He mistimed the pick play. So that was his fault. And then the second one was obvious. I'm around St. Brown.
He just ran straight up in the dude.
Yeah, dog, you can't do that, man. So that one was pretty obvious. You know what I mean? But to Dan Campbell's point, those last two plays ain't what decided that game. You know what I mean? The Steelers were dominating that entire game on both sides of the ball. You know what I mean? Y'all had Kenneth Gainwell, looking like a Pro Bowler out there. Him and Jalen Warren.
Oh.
You know what I'm saying? Keith Gainwell was like the third or fourth receiver for the Philadelphia Eagles last year. He out there going crazy on y'all. You know what I mean? That catch was insane. The one where he fell and kind of like he caught it. It looked like it was incomplete, and he got back up and ran in it for a touchdown.
It's crazy, man.
So yeah, it's just said Lions look hurt and play hurt. That defense, I know the defenses definitely take some hits, and that offensive line. But yeah, Gibbs, where were they? They got 2 yards rushing. What my man KY put that out there, man?
I think he might be talking about second half.
In the second half, yeah, I think they had 15 total, right?
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't much. It was a very small amount between Jahmyr Gibbs and Montgomery. But yeah, man. But to get back to the Steelers, do we view the Steelers differently? Were we wrong about the Steelers? I don't know that we were wrong about the Steelers, because what did we say about the Steelers, Keith? Did we
that they
say
would
they?
make the playoffs and probably be out in the first round.
I'm gonna say, did we say they weren't good? We never said they weren't good, right?
Mm-mm.
Did we say they were a bad team? Did we say they were a team that didn't deserve to go to the playoffs? We didn't say any of that. What we said was when you lay out, because you laid it out, Keith. You pulled up the entire playoff picture for the AFC. When you looked at that entire field of the AFC playoffs for all 7 teams, the Steelers looked like the 7th team.
Correct.
And I don't see that. I don't think the needle really moved that far on that. I will say this. I give them more of a chance, in that first round. After seeing if they can play like that, if Aaron Rodgers plays with that kind of confidence, if Kenneth Gainwell gonna show up every week looking like a Pro Bowler, if Jalen Warren is breaking loose for 50-yard touchdowns, then yes, I think y'all definitely got a shot. But overall, KY said Gainwell was the best, 1.75 million spent.
Yeah. The salary cap hit different when you get somebody for the cheap.
Absolutely, man.
That's just like us. That $4 million we spent on Mac, or $8 million, best $8 million for 2 years spent.
Yeah, we spent about that on Javonte Williams.
Oh,
got him for a good bargain. They better do what the Bills did and every play to the right away from the monster. Yeah. Look, you got to do some away from. He's talking about Myles Garrett.
Right.
Yep. I mean, you got to do what you got to do to survive out here, man. But it's just like, I think the Steelers showed some resolve, man. They showed us that they can be competitive. They showed that they got some heart, and they showed that they don't just have a bunch of names on defense. They got some guys that still got something in the tank that can still show up. So they made it interesting. I'll just say that. My stance is still the same. I still think they're, the 6th, at best 6th best team in the playoffs. But that doesn't mean I don't think that they can't win a game. I look at them as somebody who might be able to win a game now.
Right.
And look, it's wide open this season, man, because it's looking like you don't have no Joe Burrow, no Patrick Mahomes. It's looking like no Lamar Jackson.
Correct.
So, who's the most accomplished quarterback remaining in the AFC playoff?
Josh Allen.
No. Aaron Rodgers.
Oh, Aaron Rodgers, yeah.
Multiple-time MVP, Super Bowl champion, Aaron Rodgers. So, they have that factor.
That's true.
Josh Allen, man, he has a lot of pressure on him too.
Right.
Because you look, there's no Mahomes standing in your way. There's no Lamar Jackson standing in your way. Who? You can't beat Drake May?
Then you don't deserve to win.
Right. Like I said, Drake May is nice. He having a great season. The Patriots having a great season. Mike Vrabel, we talked about Coach of the Year candidates earlier. Definitely in that conversation. But Josh Allen, there's no Joe Burrow in your way.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
No Mahomes. Looks like no Lamar.
Yeah. What's your excuse this year? CJ Stroud gonna stop you?
That offense does not look good.
Texans?
No, they do not.
That's their offense is their weakness. Their defense is terrifying.
It's getting to the point to me. Are they going to pay CJ Stroud?
Right.
They got to make a decision at some point.
Absolutely. So, I feel like they will. I don't know. He's an interesting situation, man. He's almost like the Jaden Daniels thing. We don't really fully know, but I mean, I think Jaden Daniels has a more concrete excuse.
Right.
But I really hope that Jaden Daniels isn't like it's not an RG3 situation, man, because it's looking like it's shaping up that way. but yeah, no, back Josh Allen, who's standing in your way this time? And is that KY said Houston will pay him. Hey, I mean, I don't see why not. Who's your other option?
Same franchise that paid Brock Osweiler.
Man, I haven't heard that name in a while.
I don't know, man. They'll find the middle ground. I don't think they're gonna do. Okay, pay him is one thing. Do we think he resets the market?
No. He's done nothing to reset the market.
Right.
We haven't seen him play at, really an elite level since he was a rookie. You know what I mean?
Yeah. He's had a sophomore and junior slump.
Exactly.
And they're changing out coordinators.
Yep. So, we need to know if that was a flash in the pan. Is there too much tape out on him now? Has he been figured out? But no, he's not a reset the market guy. I don't view him in that light. I view him in that same space that you got Brock Purdy in right now. You know what I'm saying? I can see him getting that type of contract.
I can see it.
But nah, he's not getting that. I can't say I don't know who his agent is off the top of my head. Sometimes it all boils down to the agent.
Right, that's true.
So, but I will say they don't have much choice. I don't see them drafting a quarterback.
Me neither.
So I think they feel like they found their guy. So who knows? It'd be interesting to watch. But who else you got in there? You got Justin. We got Justin Herbert in there.
You talking about in that tier?
I'm talking about who. While we were talking about, I know we were talking about Josh Allen in the playoffs and who he's got to face or who he's got to look forward to facing. But I'm just thinking about all the quarterbacks in there, and whose turn is it? You know what I mean? There's no Mahomes in there. There's no Burrow in there. And there's no Lamar Jackson. Whose turn is it? Which it ain't never been Lamar Jackson's turn because he ain't had no success in the playoffs. He has, 3 playoff wins.
That's right.
Lamar still got some things to prove himself.
And it looks like his body's starting to betray him a little bit. Like, I don't know. I'm hoping next year is a better year for him.
Man, I heard trade rumors about him today.
For real?
Yes. How crazy is that?
Huh?
I said, how crazy is that? Like, I'm not rumors that he's going to get traded. It was rumors more or less, should they consider or think about trading him?
Right. And when those rumors start, they don't come from nowhere.
Right. I think it's more of a, your car starts to get miles on it.
Well, I think it's one of two things, too. It looks like to me, from the outside looking in, it's getting to the point to where, are we going to choose this quarterback or choose our head coach?
Yeah. I don't know, man. But we got any Ravens fans in here, man? What do y'all think? What is it? Is it the coach? I know a lot of fans want John Harbaugh gone.
Fired.
Yeah. There's
there.
He's on a hot seat apparently. I don't know if he's on a hot seat with the organization, but he's definitely on a hot seat with the fans.
Right.
Who's more likely to get fired first, Harbaugh or Mike Tomlin?
Harbaugh. Steelers don't fire coaches.
They don't, or they haven't.
They should be investigated for gambling for this. I agree, Buzzy.
Insane.
They did not run the ball.
No
After he just ran the ball.
That might have been the stupidest thing. I don't understand. It's not like you just saw what he did for you and then you went away from it. Lamar Jackson goes out of the game. Your best player goes out of the game. Who's your next best player? A guy that's literally carried franchises on his back.
Right. And
you don't go to him? It's almost like they're afraid that he's gonna have the fumbles stuff happen again or something.
I don't know what it is.
Why won't they give him the ball?
When they did, they were successful.
Yeah. Their success last year was heavily attributed to Derrick Henry.
Yeah, that Zay Flowers fumble, I saw that coming from a mile away.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, Zay started out hot too.
And those two cost them that playoff game against Kansas City.
Huh? Mark Andrew definitely. He had that go-ahead catch and, dropped it in the end zone.
Right in his hands.
Easy. Something, routine catch, man. Something he could do in his sleep. Apparently he dozed off in that play.
We need some of this in San Francisco because Kyle spams CMC.
Man, it's crazy, man. It's like, CMC is just a mismatch, man. He's just a nightmare, a matchup nightmare, man. I talked to you about CMC offline, Keith. It's like you got a running back, man, that you can line up in the slot and he can just, and he always gets matched up with the linebackers. So it's just like, man, it's like barbecue chicken, man. It's easy work, man, for CMC out there. And they scheme it up perfectly for him.
He schemes that up every time.
Perfectly for him.
Yeah, that's funny. Mac Jones said, Kyle just told me he'll be open.
Yeah. You know what I mean? And then his next progression is Kittle.
Right.
Or Juwan Jennings. Hey, man, Juwan Jennings, you sure you don't want to keep Juwan Jennings?
I don't want him gone, but his contract is going to be up.
Y'all don't want to keep him? Y'all want to bring him back? I know he's a weirdo, but
yo.
Oh man. Yo, he coined a new segment on the Unbeaten, man, called Hoe of the Week.
He's our favorite garden tool.
Gosh. But nah, man, y'all. I mean, he's looking good out there, man. And y'all got players I ain't even know y'all had on your team. But no, we're not getting back into the 49ers, man. I'm not trying to go back. We already talked about it.
Hold on. We got something that we want to show them.
What we showing them? Uh-oh.
49ers up 14. Psych.
No, that was hilarious. I saw that in real time. Why he do him like that? Nope. Man, that fan just knew he had him a free football. But nah, man, that's what's up. But man, what else we got, Keith? Talk to me. Oh, while we on this, wait. Let's go back to the Steelers game, man. We didn't get into the DK Metcalf.
Oh yeah, let's do that for sure.
So
yes.
DK Metcalf, of course, he got a 2-game suspension for going to the stands. There was a fan hanging off the rails behind the bench area, and the Lions fan came over there. He had the blue wig on. It's been all over the news. In case y'all haven't watched ESPN or any of the other outlets today, and or yesterday, and he basically, it looked like he punched him, but it was more of it was kind of like a mush. You know what I'm saying? Like a uppercut mush situation. So it was a lot of controversy around it because he said that the guy made some racial slurs, calling the N word and called his mama a C word, and it's alleged because there's been video that came out from other fans, where it didn't necessarily seem like those words were said. However, we don't fully know what was said. But
either way, the crash out could be the most expensive crash out in history.
Yes.
Because what we learned is not only is he losing the $555,000 in game checks for the 2-game suspension, but his 4-year, $132 million contract notes that if he fails to practice or play with the club for any reason, which includes player suspension by the NFL or club for conduct detrimental, his guarantees will be null and void. There's also the fact that his $25 million guaranteed in 2026 could be wiped out, and the Steelers could release him without it costing another cent. However, that does seem unlikely. So crash out could cost you $40 million.
Yeah. Actually, it's 45 actually, right?
Yeah, $45 million.
45, yeah. I think KY said that fan was reported by DK last season and also by DJ Moore. He was also seen celebrating after the altercation. At some point, the NFL has to protect the players. Yeah, no, I agree with that. But here's the thing, man. The players also got to protect themselves. You know what I'm saying? By not, you can't. There's certain things you can't do that ain't, that ain't gonna fly. And my man, I don't doubt that guy deserved whatever got to him. You know what I mean?
Right.
Especially with to that point. You know what I mean? If he has a history with other players. But crashing out and putting hands on somebody ain't the answer, man. If you out on the street, you know what I'm saying? Somebody say something crazy, you just gonna go punch them in front of all the camera, so that they're baiting you anyway, clearly, obviously baiting you for some kind of compensation or something, or reaction, or a viral moment on their platform, whatever the case, But I just think, man, you just got to be smarter in those situations, man. Emotions, control them. Is 2 games excessive?
No.
Because they could have kept them out of the playoff.
That would have been crazy. I just think because he had to actively walk over there to the guy. I just stay where I'm at. You know what I mean?
Yep.
White folks looking at him like a zoo animal, trying to get a reaction out of him. Crazy. You know what I mean? Like, then you give them the reaction they wanted. They want you to crash out. That's what they want. The dude probably did say whatever. I don't know. But as a pro athlete, you got to be more composed than that. You know what I mean?
Right.
So what you do is you do the LeBron meme. You get the ref and you walk over pointing at that fan, get him up out of there. You don't have to do it yourself. You know what I'm saying?
Yep. Yeah, there's always a way. You know what I mean? And yeah, no, he might have cost his team. He's been critical for them down the stretch in these last couple of games too. Not just about the money, but man, you never want to disrupt the bag. We just talked about that earlier.
Right.
Don't let that affect your bag. On the flip side, though, hey man, that Lions fan didn't play it right. Cause shoot, man, player come hit me like that, man. I'm about to flip over that rail, but I'll still be laying in the back of it. I'll be still laying back there on that field.
Hell yeah.
Well, I'll be out there.
I'm surprised he ain't got his attorney on the case yet.
It wouldn't be no celebration. It would be me unconscious. I'll be unconscious, laying right there. yo, you gonna call him over there to do that, man? You might as well go ahead and go through the whole thing, man. What are you doing? Right. I went full Ezel.
I think so. He said Lamar wasn't reprimanded in week 1, and neither was Deion Dawkins. I think his reputation, you know what I mean, is going to get him extra game or so. Because DK known for being a hothead.
Yep.
One thing I know is like Fred used to provoke him into a 15-yard penalty like once a game when we played Seattle.
Oh, Fred Warner?
Yep.
Yeah, he tends to be a hothead. Yep. Yeah, I think my it looks like one of our streams on Instagram ended because of the hour mark.
I don't think we were ever live on there.
It just sent me a notification.
I got it.
You did? Oh, okay. Cool. But it's all good. We still got our people with us. Man, hey, man, thank y'all for checking in, man. Hey, man, you tuned in to Keith and Bernie on the Unbeaten, man. Hey, man, you can catch us here every week, man. Sometimes we switch it up. We did a special this week on Tuesday because, with the holiday coming up, Christmas Eve's tomorrow. So, man, we ain't want to bother y'all on Christmas Eve. We ain't want to be bothered on Christmas Eve. We want to enjoy our little time with our family too, So, but thank y'all for checking us out, man. And make sure you like and subscribe to the page. Make sure you turn your notifications on so you can always catch us right here. Catch us on YouTube, on X, Instagram, wherever you like to stream your content. But man, you listen to the Unbeaten powered by StreamYard. But yeah, man, what else we got, Keith? What did I leave out?
Where are the Jags in the AFC pecking order?
Oh, the Jags, man. Hey. So, hey, look, man, no, I don't know who's been paying attention, man, but that guy, that Trevor Lawrence guy, hey, he's been all right this season.
I feel about Trevor Lawrence how you feel about Justin Herbert.
How you feel? Which part?
Hey, he balling right now. I can't take nothing from him, but I just think when the chips are on the table, he gonna fold.
Well, it's funny because I always saw like Justin Herbert as a better version of Trevor Lawrence. You know what I mean? To me, they kind of were almost the same person. But Trevor Lawrence difference is Trevor Lawrence has literally appeared to be a bust at times.
Right.
I wouldn't call Justin Herbert a bust. I would call him. I just thought he was overrated. I thought he was being put in an echelon of quarterbacks that he didn't belong in.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I hate it when somebody say, yeah, man, Patrick Mahomes, Josh Allen, Joe Burrow, Justin Herbert. I'm like, wait, what? No. He don't belong over there with them. You know what I mean? So, but Justin Herbert's playing better this year, man. But I mean, we'll see what happens in the playoffs. Same with Trevor Lawrence. But the Jags are more of a team that people didn't really see being as good as they are right now. Wouldn't you say?
Oh, hell yeah. I knew they were good. We played them. I think they forced like 5 turnovers on us. But and we still only lost 26-22. So, but their defense is very opportunistic. At one time, they were turning the ball over getting more turnovers than any team. Mm-hmm. To your point, Liam Cohen got Trevor Lawrence playing at a certain level, and he's been consistent this year. Mm-hmm. He's probably been the best quarterback in the South. Yeah. He's the best quarterback in the AFC South. And they went up to Denver and made a statement. That just shows this year anybody can win. I really feel like that.
It really is wide open, man. That going to Denver was the big thing for me. I can see them beating Denver, but going to Denver and doing what they did, that was huge. You know what I mean? So, yeah, man, it's, like I said, it goes back to that Josh Allen comment I made earlier.
Yeah,
Said Bo Nix was throwing hospital balls.
bruh, he got that, man. What is the news on that kid? Did you see that play towards the
Yeah.
end of the game?
Oh yeah.
And they had to bring the kid out on a stretcher.
Yeah. Oh, I don't know, man. I didn't see an update on it. I want to say he was okay.
Uh-huh.
Something we can look up in real time. Not to double back, but DK's appeal was heard by Chris Palmer, who was the former.
Yeah, he's released from the hospital.
He was cooked. Oh, his appeal was heard by a former. I didn't realize that.
Yeah, I didn't realize that either.
That's crazy. Well, I guess it was stacked against him a little bit.
Bo Nix also did like almost a Dan Orlovsky, except it was obviously he didn't run out of the back of the end zone, but this fool ran to the sideline and stepped out of bounds, then threw the ball away.
Yeah, I saw that.
I was like, what? So you just took a 4th and probably 2 or 3 and made it like 4th and 8.
He lost. He lost track. I mean, obviously, he lost track of his footing. But nah, you got to be smarter than that. That's insane. Does that counts as a sack, right?
I think it does. Yeah, he was behind the line of scrimmage.
Kind of pushing him out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What about did you see the little jabs back and forth between the coaches about being a small market?
I saw a little bit of it, but I had something else going on. What? Give us the scoop, man. Give us the
Well, Sean Payton pretty much was doing his pregame interview, and they asked him about the tape and all that. So he talks about, looking at the tape, they're good. They don't necessarily come from a big market. They're a small market team or whatever. And just matter of factly, but kind of almost being condescending towards Jacksonville. So after the game when they won, Liam Cohen pretty much, I'm paraphrasing, he's like, hey, yeah, pretty good for a small market, huh?
Ha! Hey, man, look, as long as he ain't say, Duval.
He did not.
But, Sean Payton is kind of condescending to everybody, though. I think he's just kind of like, that's kind of his personality.
Right. I agree.
But, that's funny. But, yeah, I mean, that was it's going to be fun to watch, man. I think both conferences are going to be very competitive. You know, we got some good storylines going. So, you know, I mean, even with the non-playoff teams, you're looking at the Browns. The Browns story got a storyline on both sides of the ball. You watching Shador on one side, and you watching Myles Garrett waiting for him to finally
break the record,
break that sack record. You know,
it's gonna be tough because now people are keyed in on him.
Yep. So they don't want to be the one. He's gonna do it against us. He has 2 games to do it. I'm pretty sure a guy who's got 5 sacks in a game this season can get 1 sack within 2 games. You know what I mean? Got to look at their schedule, see who they're playing.
Right.
That would depend on it too. Jags have a chance at the 1 seed. Yes, they do.
Mm-hmm.
They have a similar scenario to the 49ers. Almost. They have to take care of business. But
so you have 10 teams that have clinched playoffs. You only have 4 left. So we'll see. They're gonna put Rudolph in next week. Mason Rudolph.
I mean, it is, you know, it is around Christmas time. You know what I mean? Go ahead and put Rudolph in.
Right.
But Yeah, no, it's gonna be it's highly interesting, man, highly entertaining. Um, and, the parody that exists. But hey, anything else before we move on to that? Because something else happened over the weekend, man, that I kind of want to talk about.
Yeah, let's get to it.
Let's get to it. So, there was a fight over the weekend.
Before I laugh at dude, I gotta give him respect. I really did not think he would step in the ring with that man.
Oh, I did. Oh, those paws are different, man. I will say this, man. I'll give him respect as a promoter. Like, dude know how to make money, man. You know what I'm saying? He know how to get. He knows how to. Like, he might be the most. I've never seen anyone bring so much interest to exhibition boxing.
Right.
The way he has. This wasn't an exhibition match.
Right.
This was a real fight. And I don't know if the rumors are true that Anthony Joshua was supposed to go in there and not win, but I don't even see that being or making any sense.
Right.
Especially with him still being in his prime and trying to bounce back.
I agree. When he hit that boy, they said he broke his jaw in 2 places.
Yo, did you see him? He was doing an interview after the fight, and then he was just standing there. He was like, I think my jaw is broken, by the way. And he like clenched it, and then blood just came pouring out his mouth. It's like, I mean, what I saw, people talk about how long he lasted. What I saw was a guy that was falling all over the ring, grabbing at his waist most of the fight, like he was trying to tackle him, and doing these little clinches and running around the ring, dancing around the ring until he got tired. Eventually started to wear down. I just saw Anthony Joshua was basically just in his stand, just watching him. Like, all right, he was picking his spots. And then you saw like around round 5, that smirk started to come over AJ's face. He was like, he's like, yeah, I got this little dude. But he just waited. He was just like, man, he already knew. He's like, I feel like Netflix told him, like, man, hey, man, make it interesting. Kind of like how Floyd Mayweather did with Conor McGregor.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, they let it go a little longer than what it needed to be. Make it interesting.
Yeah.
But I mean, you knew going into this match. I didn't think he had a chance against Tank. You know what I mean? Let alone you spent time dropping weight to fight Tank, and then you cancel that fight and immediately flip it around within a couple of months to go up in weight to fight Anthony Joshua. Like he's just some regular dude.
That dude is Olympic gold medalist, world champion, heavyweight.
Yes. Like, until a couple of unfortunate losses, he was in contention, to be the top fighter in the world, like the number one, the main guy, and now he's trying to get back into that space.
Right.
He challenged Tyson Fury after the fight, which I ain't seen Tyson Fury in a minute. I thought Tyson Fury was retiring.
Retired, me too.
But he want that Tyson Fury smoke, He ducked Deontay Wilder.
He better not fight Deontay Wilder. He might get killed in there. They should not sanction him against no heavyweights. That's crazy.
Yeah. Oh, you talking about Jake Paul?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, nah, man. Nah. If he calls out that if he call out Deontay Wilder, bro, it'd be like an episode of Jackass.
For real.
Bro, you don't want to get hit with somebody when it sounds like you don't ever want to get hit by somebody. It sounds like lightning struck when they hit people. Like, bro, that's not Nah.
No way.
I don't, man. People not putting that same. I don't think they putting that same respect on Deontay Wilder because of what happened with Tyson Fury. But that was a bad matchup. You know what I'm saying? Their fighting styles completely clashed. But yeah, another Tyson Paul fight.
No.
Man, I saw something about that. I don't know if that was real. Saying that Tyson wanted a rematch.
I don't want to see that.
Yeah, I don't know how real it is.
Tyson want another paycheck.
That I will believe. But no, I don't. Yeah, he don't need to. I didn't enjoy that fight at all. I didn't enjoy seeing Mike like that. That's my favorite, one of my favorite all time athletes.
Right.
I didn't enjoy watching him like that. But yeah, no, they're but it was entertaining, man. I guess I will say the guy put Jake Paul, the Paul brothers, him and Logan, they put on a show. They know how to put on a damn show, and they know how to get you to watch.
It did bring my girl in though.
What's that?
I'm a big fan of Alicia Baumgartner.
Yo, Alicia Baumgartner put on. She showed up, man.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I watched that. I forgot there was some decent undercards, man. I saw she fought Anderson Silva and Woodley fought.
I saw that.
Yeah, man. Anderson Silva scored a knockout at the age of 50.
Yeah.
Woodley still winless as a boxer. You know what I mean?
Give it up, Woodley.
Yeah, man. Like, look, he has a good legacy as a mixed martial artist, as a UFC fighter. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he's a champion. So he said he's gonna keep going though. So hey,
What up, Trey?
What up, Trey? So, but yeah, no, good times, man. Good times, man.
Good times. Merry Christmas, brother.
Hey, Merry Christmas to you too, brother. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas to the mob.
Merry Christmas, man. Hey, give y'all a round of applause, man. I'm gonna keep a round of applause for waiting to the last minute to do Christmas shopping, like the rest of us.
I'm just joking, man. I've done a bunch of Christmas shopping.
Hey, look. Hey, mob. It's always great. We're always grateful for y'all, man. We're always grateful for the mob, popping in, so all the support. Salute to you, man. We right there at 800. I think probably by the end of this week, by the time we hop in here next week, for the New Year's, hey, man, we'll be over 800, so, hey, always grateful. Woo! Merry Christmas, you filthy animal. And a happy New Year. We'll be back next week, man. We'll let y'all know when. What you think, Keith? Same time, same channel.
Same time, same place.
Yeah. Hey, man.
You are locked in at Unbeaten, sponsored by StreamYard. Merry Christmas. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.